there is a pre-filed bill that deals with school security.
Yes, there's actually 2 of them that would provide grants for schools to beef up their security. So like having a live video feed, a live audio feed to law enforcement, like panic buttons, remote access doors, dropped by Republicans. There's one in the House and one in the Senate. And so
anything about arming the teachers in those bills?
No. Nope.
Well, you and I geeked out on this earlier today when we were prepping for this. And as I mentioned to you, that the thing about school shootings that I have never, ever, ever understood, and I'll kind of geek out for a couple minutes here, but anytime there's a school shooting, there's 2 school of thoughts that come out. The first one is it's the guns, it's the guns, it's the guns. We need to ban all the guns. Okay, let's just assume that's true. Okay, how many hundreds of years does it take to round up all the guns? This is the United States of America. How many hundreds of years is it going to take you to do that? And by the way, for the last couple hundred of them, only the illegals will have the guns. Okay.
Right.
So even if that's truly the problem, we are a couple hundred years away from solving it. Then there's people on our side of the fence that say it's mental health, it's mental health, it's mental health. And I do agree that that's because sane people don't do that kind of stuff. But, and you're familiar with the struggles of American mental health system. How many decades are we away from being able to effectively not only treat this kind of ailment, but be able to predict it and intervene before something bad happens? 100 years, 200 years away? Okay. So in the meantime, for that next 100 to 200 years, we're just going to let our kids get slaughtered. Why don't we protect them like we do other things? We protect the gold at Fort Knox better than we protect our kids. And we came off the gold standard when Richard Nixon was president. Okay, right? So if we lock down our schools, so I like where the Republicans are going in the state, and I think that what they're trying to do is probably baby step their way through it. Yeah, securing the schools, secure ingress, egress, panic buttons, school resource officers. How about that?
Right.
How about armed school resource officers on every campus in this state? How cool would that be? Because
Jim Walsh had a bill for that last session.
The only true way you can stop a bad person with a gun is through a good person with a gun. I saw a statistic today. This is the truth. That in mass shooting incidents, when a person that's around the mass shooting intervenes and stops it, the average number of people killed is 2.3, which is terrible. Okay. When law enforcement is the one that stops the shooter, the average number of people killed is 13.4. Okay. And the simple reason it's not that I'm sure law enforcement, when they show up, are very effective at putting the threat down right away. It's the 10 minutes it takes to get there.
It's too late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there are lots of ways to secure the schools.